Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another video. As you know, my name is Anthony Mosley, aka Jig Fit, aka Dynamite, aka 8-Pack Shouty, aka Mr. Right on Time. And today I'm going to tell you about the 5 times that I've had my heart broken. It may be more than 5, but all I can remember is 5. And 5 is really too many to be remembering. But before I start, I got to get something off my chest. People are always calling me negative because of the situations that I've been through leave me with a less than favorable outlook on love or me achieving love. But it's not that I'm negative. It's just the things that I've been through have shaped me into being this person. I'm not being negative. It's just the reality of my situations. So now I will tell you about the 5 times that my heart has been broken. Well, the first time that I can remember having my heart broken was in the 5th grade at 4-H camp. So we was in 5th grade, we was at 4-H camp somewhere, I don't remember wherever 4-H camp is, and we was having this little party, this little dance thing going on. At that time, I wasn't as good as a dancer as I am now, so I think I was just chilling, posted up on the wall. But I was watching this one girl from my school that I've always had this crush on. So I think one of the counselors encouraged me to go and ask this girl to dance. So I've always been kind of scared to ask girls out for some reason. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence. I'm kind of confident. I don't know what it is. But the counselor gave me enough courage to go and ask this girl to dance. So when I finally did it, guess what happened? She ran away screaming. Like, I'm 5th. How old are you in the 5th grade? Like 9, 10, 11-ish. I don't know, but I'm in the 5th grade. I just asked this girl to dance. I'm probably already sensitive. And guess what happened? I sat down on the middle of the floor and I started crying my eyes out. People are dancing around me, but I'm just sitting in the middle of the floor with my legs crossed, my head in my hands, just crying my eyes out. And I was heartbroken. That's probably, I don't even remember any other dances. That was probably the first time I ever asked a girl to dance, and it ended like that. So you can see why I would probably have trouble asking girls to dance after that traumatic experience. Now, the next time that I can remember having my heart broken didn't come till after I graduated high school, and I was dating this girl who, she really liked me. Probably like the only girl who ever liked me more than I liked them. Damn, it's like 1 out of, I ain't gonna put a number. She was the only girl to ever like me more than I liked them, so this was kind of crazy and new to me. But we ended up dating for a little while after we graduated. So we was kicking it, everything was going good, but she also had a scholarship where she was going off to college to play basketball. So we was kicking it good during the summertime, and then came the day that she had to leave. So me and her mom and her dad were all in the car riding to the bus station. And all I could think about in this car ride was the only girl to ever love me is now leaving me. And we had a good relationship. We had a good, fun, loving relationship, at least for what 19, 20-year-olds would have. So in the car, I started crying, like, I love you, I don't want you to leave. And she was like, I love you, I don't want to leave you. I was like, please come back. And she was like, I will come back. And I was like, when? She was like, I don't know, but how you know? I know. So we would cry, she would cry, I would cry. And we got to the bus station, we calmed down. Everything was good. And we just talking, you know what I'm saying, we're going to work this out, everything will be okay, I love you too. Then your boy turned around, I seen the bus pull up that she was about to get on, and waterfalls. Boy, I started crying so hard, you know them cries when you got snot coming out your nose and you can't talk and you're trying to say stuff and you get weak in the legs and all that happened. And my heart was so broken. And then she got on the bus. I stopped crying, but then we got in the way on the car on the way back home, just me and her parents. And then I started crying again. I cried so hard I dehydrated. I don't know if anybody's ever dehydrated from tears, but on that day, I was dehydrated from tears. I had to drink some water. That was the second time I had my heart broken. The third time my heart was broken was when I was in college. I met this girl, and like she was like the most perfect girl that I had ever met in my whole life. And I just knew from the moment I met her that I just wanted to be with her. I wanted to love her. I wanted to marry her. I wanted to take her on trips around the world. I knew this for the first time that I met her. But she never liked me the way that I liked her. So for years and years during our time in college together, I was always just making excuses, like trying to get with her, trying to hang out with her, trying to spend some time with her. And it was like 2 years maybe of frequently, nonstop, I like you, I'm trying to get with you. Why did I continue for 2 years? I don't know. But I learned a lesson that they don't like you in the beginning, or at least in the first 2 or 3 months, they're not going to like you. So I learned a lesson from that. But anyway, back to the story. So this was the end of the semester. You know, the end of the semester, summertime was coming up. You get to sell your books back. So I took my books, went to the bookstore, sold them back, took whatever change that I had, I drove to the store. I bought her some flowers. I bought her like a dozen roses. After that, I went back to my dorm room. I typed up her a letter telling her how I feel about her. I don't know what it said, but I know it was some good stuff. I put my best stuff on that paper. Then I got Donnell Jones' song, I wanna love you every night, every day. You know I need you in my life. Well, won't you stay? I took that song and I put it on the CD, just that one song. So then I went to print out my letter and my letter wouldn't print. So I had to go to this other room of this girl that I used to like, but she didn't like me back because she was in this situation with this guy. And I was like, yo, I like you. And then she was like, I kind of like you. But then she was kind of using me a little bit, using that friend word. But anyway, at this time, I needed my letter printed. So I went to her room. I was like, hey, can you print this? Don't read it, but print it. Because we was probably like the only 2 people in our hall that had printers. So I was like, print this for me. Don't read it, just print it. So she printed it. I got my letter. I got my CD. I got my flowers. I was ready. I was going to her dorm room, but when I got to her dorm room, it was the end of the semester, and our college had a rule that you could have no male visitors at the end of the semester. So I called my homegirl Peaches, like, Peaches, I need you. I'm trying to do something real amazing. Peaches was like, I got you. Peaches came downstairs. She got the flowers. She got the letter. She got the CD. And she went upstairs and she delivered it. So I'm down. I'm waiting by her window like some Romeo and Juliet type of stuff on my side. I'm waiting by the window. My homeboy's over here in the woods. He just saying, oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. It's about to go down. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Meanwhile, I'm just pacing back and forth, just waiting for her to open the window. So when she opens the window, I have this lime green poster, and I think it said, will you be my girlfriend? Hopefully it was more dramatic than that, but it probably said, will you be my girlfriend? And she was like, oh my God, chick, hold on. I was like, hold on? This is like some dramatic movie type, something you write a poem about or write a play about stuff. You just supposed to say, yeah. So I'm down, I'm waiting, just waiting for her to come back. My homeboy's still over there behind the bush. Why he's behind the bush, I don't know. But he's like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. And I'm like, oh shoot too. So I see a door open. She walks out of the door with a plate of spaghetti. Why does she have spaghetti at a moment like this? I don't know. Maybe she got nervous, and when she gets nervous, she likes to eat. So she came out, and then she basically says, I just think we're better off as friends. So 2 years deep, all this dramatic situation I just went through, and she says no to me, probably for the 20th time. I just started crying. I was crying so hard, And she was just standing there looking awkward. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to say. She probably gave me one of those pity pats, like, it's okay, chick, it's okay. So I was just crying, making it awkward. I didn't know, I couldn't talk. Snot was coming out my nose. I didn't know what to do. So I think eventually she walked off, and then my homeboy came out of the woods behind the bush, and then he helped me back to my room. And that was the third time I can remember having my heart broken. So the fourth time that I can remember having my heart broken came where I had this friend, but in my mind, she was more than a friend. Kind of like that song, in my mind, I will always be your baby. Something like that. In my mind, you will always be my girl. Like some crazy type. But I wasn't crazy. The lady who wrote that song was crazy. Not me. So we were friends. We was kicking it. We was like real close. Like too close. Where I get to hang out with you. I get to hang out with your kids. You have introduced me to your parents. You have introduced me to your grandma. Your grandma? You introduced me to your grandma? We were always hanging out. She had married friends. So when her married friends would hang out, guess what? I would be her plus one. So in my mind, that made me feel like we were married too. Or we was dating. It made me feel like we were dating, right? So this was going on for a minute. So I had to figure out what was going on. So I asked her one day, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We spend a lot of time together, and you know, I like you and I be feeling your vibes. So I wonder, you know what I'm saying, if you feel the same way. I didn't particularly say it like that, but I let her know how I was feeling. Maybe I caught her off guard because she was like, I don't know, maybe you can change my mind. But during this time, like I've been around you this whole time, what mind needs to be changed? So I was like, okay, cool. You know what? I can, you know what I'm saying? I can dig that. So it comes Easter Sunday. We're getting ready to go to church. I call her. This is after that incident. So I'm kind of like, man, I don't really want to go to church no more. So I call her like, hey, are we going to church? And then her son is right there with her. She got me on speakerphone. He asked me, was I somebody else? Not his daddy, but some other dude that was in her life. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then I recall hearing this guy's name one day when she took me to Waffle House on my lunch break. She picked me up, she took me to Waffle House. I made her pay because she think she been pick me up, take me to Waffle House, and then I'm going to pay for both of us? No, shawty. So her son asked me, was I this guy? I was hot like, who is this? Where did he come from? Because I've been here the whole time. This don't make no sense. Right? Okay, but I go along with it because the kids had the Easter speech. These my little homies. We finna go through the Easter speech. I'll handle this later. But then, after church, after the Easter speeches, we go to grandma's house. Her son just had a birthday, so he had on this brand new shiny necklace. So grandma asked him, son, where you get that necklace from? And he said that dude's name for the third time. Now, I don't know if any of y'all watch baseball, but 3 strikes and you're out. So at that point, I'm ready to walk from her grandma's house all the way to my car, which was probably like 20 miles. But I was mad, I was hot, I was heartbroken, but I didn't cry this time because I finally learned my lesson. And the 5th time that I had my heart broken was probably the worst one of them all. At this point, I was dating this girl. She was really beautiful, and I pursued her so hard. And when I finally got her, she was in a bad situation. At that time, I was in Captain Save a Girl mode because all girls that need assistance aren't hoes. So I was not Captain Save a Hoe. I was helping her out because that's the type of guy that I am. I'm about that. Help you out if you need help life. But I did learn a lesson from that. I only help people who are gonna help you back. So if you ain't putting in, you ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying? But back to the story. So I was dating this girl. She was going through some things. So I was helping her household while I was taking care of my household as well. I put every single thing that I had into this relationship. I put all my heart, all my money, all my time. all my resources, anything that I had, I put into this girl. And in the end, she cheated on me. Lesson learned, no matter how good you treat somebody, if they don't want to be with you, they are not going to be with you. So just do you and let them do them. If they want to be with you, they going to be with you. If not, they not. So anyway, I put everything that I have into this relationship, and then she cheated on me. And guess what? I felt like I had lost everything. When I found out she was cheating on me, I was okay. But then when she broke up with me, that's when my heart was really broken, because I was dumb. Like, I should have been like, what, bitch? Ooh, what, girl? You don't want to be with me? You sucker. You loser. You ain't gonna do better than me. The grass ain't greener over there. I got fertilizer, ho. I got fertilizer. That's what I should have said. But instead, I was crying my eyes out. I was having suicidal thoughts. Not like I've never attempted suicide, but I thought it was like normal for people to have suicidal thoughts. Don't act like y'all ain't never thought about driving into traffic because somebody broke your heart. That's just what happened. I didn't actually drive into traffic. I didn't even turn my wheel to the other side, but I did think about, what if I just drove into traffic right now? I wouldn't feel no more pain. I could just end it all. But I never did that, so I understand when people do that, you don't judge them because things happen. So anyway, I was so suicidal. I wasn't so suicidal. I was a little bit suicidal. I was like 1% suicidal. Anyway, let's start talking about suicide. So after she broke my heart, I cried, and then everything was okay in the end because I didn't commit suicide, and I'm okay. I didn't even go into traffic. I didn't even do no illegal U-turns. So everything was okay, and that was the last time I had my heart broken, and hopefully that'll be the last time that I've had my heart broken. Before you leave, down in the comment section, let me know how many times you have had your heart broken, and maybe how did you deal with those heartbreaks. And also, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, like it, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of my hilarious videos, or any of my fitness videos, or any of my adventure videos, or any video that I decide to bless your heart with. Thank you, and peace.